Hello art lovers, it's Uncle Andy. Do you know why you should learn art? Well, let me share with you a few answers provided by an expert on this matter. We talk about creativity, but in reality, education centered on creativity is not being practiced. Even in schools, it's just a facade, and the subject that emphasizes creativity, art is still treated as suitable only for children who cannot study. Teachers and the parents say the same thing. However, people don't understand why art, which greatly helps to improve creativity, is important. So today, I will introduce the stories of world-renowned art experts based on a special video from the Tate Gallery in the UK. First, David Hockney will start. There is a deep desire in us to make pictures. We've been drawing for 30,000 years. The teaching of drawing is a people to look. That's why it's doing it. It wasn't really when I was at art schools that I started to see the relationship between history, philosophy, politics, and art. Prior to that, I thought that art was just making pretty pictures. Actually, art is connected to the life, you know? You can't teach art in the same way you can teach French. French exists whether you do it or not, but when you are doing art, the center of the doing art is in yourself. Most of the literate subjects do not ask that of them. So, this develops an entirely different realm of skill. Creativity is a critical thinking, and without it, how are you going to really open up and ask harder questions? And art opens all of those kind of passages and the possibilities to think beyond what we already know. In a child education, the doors need to be open to other universes, other modes of thinking. And art is non-prescribed and dangerous world, full of possibilities. And I think it's a vital space for children to have in their formative years of their education. From a top-down level, you don't have innovation if you don't have art. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter if you're gonna study history or geography or science. You still need to be creative because the people who are at the outliers in those fields are the most creative people. To have art in schools be eroded, which is happening at the moment, is disastrous for the Britain. I think because the best industry is the creative industry. Art and cultural production is at the very center of what makes a society what it is, and for an entire new generation, not to know what is the cultural and visual history of ourselves is kind of denying our identity. Art is a reflection of the society that we are kind of the mirror that holds up. The way of art helps define the identity of nation. That you can't trace that back historically, it's deeply embedded in humanity. What art education does to people who are not going to be artists is giving them the opportunity to build a certain aspect of themselves that otherwise will be either ignored, undeveloped, or repressed. It's all about kids finding out who they are, and they are all different, and that you can be whatever you want to be is something that arts only taught me. You can access a part of your brain, body, spirit, mind that nothing else can. Nothing is more stimulating, exciting, consoling than looking at a brilliant painting. Art in schools shouldn't be sidelined. I think it should be right there, right up in the front. Because I think art teaches you to deal with the world around you. It's the oxygen that actually makes all the other subjects breathe. If you properly understand the relationship between creativity and an art will be the great way to enhance our children's creativity. It will be an excellent method. The important thing is to create such an environment and integrate a proper method into education. If we integrate it properly, the chances of success will increase. You all know John Ruskin, the famous British artist, painter and writer, art critic, and a social activist, right? I will end the video with one of the John Ruskin's famous quotes. If you found the contest satisfying, and if you so, please make sure to subscribe and like. Ruskin saying, art shows us what it means to be human. That's right. Therefore, That is precisely why art should be included in the curriculum. Thank you.